So, got a couple of kind of special items to show off today. I've been caught up on regular production thanks to my new sewing machine, so I've been able to tinker around with some, little interesting projects like these. I'll start with the holster. I'm sure it's what people are the most interested in. But I actually got a custom order for a holster recently. Guy was interested in one for a 1911 and was willing to pay $100 for it. So I figured that was worth picking up one of these blue guns um, and trying it out. These are what holster makers use, so you don't have to buy a whole bunch of guns, which would get pretty expensive. But it's just a molded plastic, thing, but extremely highly detailed. Um, so I ended up making a holster for him. It was a different design than this. It was one of the really short ones that doesn't cover the barrel with a strap over the back strap, and never got around to doing a video or anything on that one. But now that I've got the blue gun, I can do some other ones. So this is my second one that I attempted. Kind of a old west cowboy style, but for a 1911. Kind of an interesting combination, I thought, and came out pretty good. It's sort of a Mexican loop holster, I guess you could call it. Although, in my mind, a real Mexican loop holster, the way it's done is you actually cut slits in the skirt, the back piece that the holster goes through. But this is it's an easier way of doing it. So I figured I would try it that way, until I get the pattern really dialed in, and maybe I'll try it the other way with the cuts in the back. Very 1880s kind of border stamping around it there. Particularly like the way it came out on this piece with the little flowers at the corners. Pretty thick leather too on this one. And the fit came out, well, I guess shouldn't say it's perfect, but I don't think I had it seated in there all the way then, but fits in there pretty good. Usually doesn't fall out. Didn't loosen up at all from that. So pretty good for the first attempt with that pattern. I may tweak some other things on there a little bit on future ones, but overall pretty happy with the way that came out. And also have this knife, another tooled piece for a cold steel Survivalist, one of my favorite knives. I bought this over a year ago and actually only ever made one other sheath for it, but I like this one. The interesting thing about it is it's the blade and the whole handle, with the exception of the plastic scales, is actually drop forged out of a single piece of 5160, and it's not excessively heavy either, even with the metal handle. It is basically hollow under the scales, just like a thin web of steel in the middle there. But pretty nice knife. Also kind of a old west kind of look to this one, similar border stamp. And I've got one of these studs on here instead of a snap for the retention strap on it. Looks like it might kind of be in the way of the edge when you put it in, but it really isn't. I find it goes in and out pretty easy without cutting the strap. And kind of a different idea I was trying here on the belt loop. Just has the slot there to pass the belt through. So these are for sale. my YouTube price. If you feel like emailing me, keeping the transaction off of Etsy, I'll let the holster go for $80, and I'll call it $65 on the sheath. Should be more than that probably, but and I am officially in the holster business. If anyone is interested in any holsters out there, or I can make them for the 1911, obviously. I do also have an 1860 Army cap and ball. That's the only pistol I own, but I could make holsters for that and anything else. If it's a relatively common handgun that would be worth owning a blue gun for, I might buy a blue gun for it and make you one. If I have to buy the blue gun, and design the pattern from scratch and figure it all out, you're looking at probably $100 for a holster, depending on what exactly you want and how much the blue gun ends up costing. Like I said, I think I said anyways, this one cost me $60, and that was one of the relatively lower priced ones. But if you're interested in a holster, you can send me an email. Never hurts to ask. We can probably figure something out. And I guess that's it. So thanks for watching.